Hey guys, it's June. Well, I have a bit of very good news to share with you. I am very excited. Let me just tell you briefly about what happened to me. Okay. Um, in high school, I wasn't the type of person that would always go to school every day and learn like the normal child. I was cutting out, I had a boyfriend, and by the time I was able to get back into class, I was completely lost, very discouraged, and I quit high school. In, I believe it was the 11th grade. I had one more year to go and I quit. Stupid me. Um, Anyway, after that, I had gotten jobs in the city, which didn't require high school diploma because you were able to lie. I mean, I was working for the PBA. I worked for the top um, stock and trade offices. I worked for Shearson Lehman Hutton, which was like one of the biggest back then. And yeah, so you really didn't need anything. You didn't need your college credits. So I figured I was good. But then I had gotten into another relationship and then I ended up having babies. So that was 1994 when I was pregnant with my twins. And ever since then, I've been home. Always been in the back of my mind, man, I wish I would have stayed in school. And, I try to instill that in my children's heads every day that you need to do good in school because you can't go nowhere in this life without high school diploma, even college credits. You have to get a career. That's like the biggest thing that I'm drilling in their head. So, my kids are now getting older, and I decided to go back to school last January to take my GED. And then a year later, I still didn't even take the test. I was just not ready for it or whatever. But I finally got a date, which was April 17th, and I took the test. It was 2 days, 5 hours each, and the math was completely hard. It was horrible. The geometry, the algebra, I did pretty good, but the geometry was horrible, and I knew for sure that I would fail that. That was without a doubt, and I was fine with that because when you take your GED now, um, if you fail a particular subject, then you don't have to take the whole GED over again, which that's the way it used to be. So you would have to just take the math over. So I was like, okay, so if I fail math, I'll just study and I'll stick with the math or whatever. So I got a letter in the mail yesterday, and I was like, okay, so I failed math, big deal, big deal. But no, guys, I got my GED. I got my high school equivalency, I can't even say diploma, and I'm so, so happy because, um, I just didn't want to show my children that, all my life I just didn't try. I was just a stay-at-home mom, and believe me, I loved it. 18 years, I was very, very lucky to be home with my children, to raise my children, and now that my kids are getting older, it's time that I go to work. And since I'm 44, I could still put in 20 years somewhere. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I am going to get a real job, a real career. And if I want, I could take college courses now. There's no such thing as, I'm sorry, but do you have your high school diploma or GED? And then I go, no. And then they say, sorry, bye-bye. But seriously, if anybody's thinking about doing the GED, I am a prime example that you can do it. I have not been in school for 28 years. It's hard to believe it's been 28 years, but it has been. And when I went for the test, there were people that were retesting because they failed. And these are kids that just got out of high school. They were like 19 years old. How do you not have that fresh in your brain? 28 years I haven't been in school. So you know what? My brain had to be absorbing something. I just wasn't interested at the time and whatever, but it's never too late. And the funny thing is, my twins are graduating high school, so guess what? We all have our diplomas this summer. So, yeah. So I think it's going to be really cute for me and my daughters to take a picture in a cap and gown. I think that'd be cute, holding a diploma up. That's too funny. But anyway, that was my really, really good news. I'm beyond excited. And that's it. So, that's it, guys. Hope you're happy for me, because I'm happy. Anyway, have a good night, guys.